So this is our gateway. You can take a look. This is how the backside looks like. We will be attaching the fasteners here. Then we also have to attach the antenna here for one of the gateways. The other gateway has the internal antenna. Therefore, it only has the mounting fasteners. So let's begin. First, we would like to place the antenna. So you unscrew this nut. Watch out, it can fall out. Place the antenna in this hole. You can see you can guide the cable through here. Put the washer and the fastener. So the washer goes before the fastener. And simply screw it on with your hands until it feels tight. And antenna is ain't going anywhere. Next, we divert our attention to the backside of the gateway. Now we'll have to attach the fasteners. You can see that these fasteners are rotating. Therefore, make them somewhat loose. Take one of the fastener sets, remove the nuts on the top of it, and take out the threaded rods. You remove one of the washers. You want to leave one of them next to this fastener. Let's start from the top. So when you rotate this one, you'll feel that it is getting tight, and we want this to be located here. There is no way to do it directly, therefore we have to first rotate this 180 degrees, add the threaded rod and put it back, and make sure that this is tight and somewhat parallel to the top of the gateway. Now we continue with the next one. Here we have the washer and the nut already fastened on. You don't have to rotate this one, it's locked in there. Rotate this 180 degrees, pull the threaded rod through, and lock it parallel to the gateway stop. Now we do the same thing for the other lower fastener. Pull the threaded rods out. Remove one of the washers. Now let's place them in these ones. You can see this is the locking position. So we rotate it 180 degrees again. Pull the rod through and lock it. So we can see this is the tight position. Pull the rod through and put it there. Now, when we all have all these threaded rods in position, we can start adding the first fastener plates. The first one goes here. The second one goes here. These are required in order to make a solid connection to the bridge. Next up, we prepare the next fastening plates. Now we start fastening the gateway to the bridge. Let's imagine this is the bridge structure where we would like to place it. So you position it in between the rods. Okay, now we're gonna add the back plate. First we pull it through the threaded rods in place. Then we place a washer on each of the threaded rods. And now we add the nuts. Now the nuts have been tightened enough to make a contact to this bridge structure. Now we will tighten them to make a solid connection. We hold the threaded rod with the pliers and rotate the nut to create this solid connection. Now we will repeat the process for the bottom threaded rods. Pull the threaded rods through, put on the washers, and don't worry if the plate starts bending a bit. That is required to make a solid connection. Run the nuts on. Grab the threaded rod with a plier so that it doesn't rotate. And tighten the nut until this plate starts bending. You can tighten it as hard as you wish. The main purpose is to make sure that the gateway is tight on the structure. Measuring the invisible.